Okay, I'm back again and I'm with my air fryer. So I said I was going to redo some of my other videos to see how they turn out in the air fryer. So I'm going to do that tonight, and I'm starting off with the Hasselback potatoes. So let's take a look. I've just preheated the air fryer at 180 degrees, preheated it for 5 minutes. So let's get it out. Right, now I have bought a silicone mat because I haven't found a space for this yet. So at the moment I just want to protect my cooker, so I keep pulling it out on top. So I've preheated that, and I have done my potatoes, and I've basted them in an oil and butter mix with some garlic in it. So I'm going to put that in. And we're going to put this on at 180 degrees, and we'll start off with 20 minutes, but I'm going to check it after 5 minutes and see, and we might have to keep basting it until they're done. So let's see in 5 minutes. Right, that's been 5 minutes. Now let's take a look. Now they are already starting to show a bit of colour, so I'm going to move them around. The thing is you can't turn these upside down, so I'm just going to move them around just to make sure they get everything circulated. I'm just going to brush a little bit more on top just to keep it moist. If they stay still. Okay, we'll go back in for another 5 and see what's happening. Right, that's been 10 minutes. Let's have another look. They're looking pretty good. Yeah, they're still quite moist, so we're just going to put it back in and check it again in 5. Right, so that's been 15 minutes all together, and they're looking pretty good. Let's do a knife test. Yeah, still quite a way to go. So I'm gonna baste them again. Oh, and break them, there we go. Right, and now we're going back in. I'm going to turn the temperature up to 200 and add some more cooking time. I'm going to put them in for 10 minutes now, and then we'll come back and see. Okay, that's been 10 minutes at 200 degrees. Oh, they're looking really good now. Let's do a test. Yeah, they're still a little bit hard, so let's go for another 5 minutes. Right, so that's been the extra 5 minutes, and oh, they are looking really good now. So that was 15 minutes at 180 and 15 minutes at 200. And now I'm just going to put some cheddar cheese on top. Get that little bit that fell off as well. And we're just going to melt that in for a couple of minutes. I'll let you know. Oh, that was 1 minute and it's all melted through. So let's get this dished up. Did you look at that? Lovely. Last thing, just sprinkle over some parsley. I normally use fresh, but that's what I've got today. Now let's get this cut. Oh wow. There you go, look, it's nice and soft. So that's how you do Hasselback potatoes. Hey, I'm back. I'm still doing potatoes, and tonight I am doing my curly fries, but with them in a spiralizer. There we go. And I've done a video for that, so you can find a link for it. It didn't turn out perfectly in the oven, so we're going to see how it turns out in the air fryer. Now, I've done it a little bit different. I have put the potato into some water to take the starch out. So, I'm going to dry them off on a clean tea towel. Spread them out to get them dried off. So I have just rinsed out the bowl and dried it up. The oven's now preheated, so they should be nice and dry now. Put them in the bowl. And we're going to spray them with some oil, but we're going to try and get them all coated. But that seems pretty good. We can add more as we go. So, put them straight in the basket. Put it in. And we're cooking at 200 degrees, and we're going to keep checking it every 5 minutes, and then we'll see how long it takes us. Right, that's 5 minutes. Let's see how we're doing. Not too bad. Let's give them a shake about. Okay, they're not turning. Let's get some tongs. Separate them out a bit, and let's give it a bit of a spray. Make sure it's all in the basket. There we go. Let's go for another 5. Okay, so that's been 10 minutes all together. Oh, would you look at that? I think they're done. So 10 minutes. There we go, nice and crispy. 10 minutes at 200 degrees. Wow. Okay, this is curly fries take 2. This time I have more potatoes and I'm not going to wash them. I'm going to keep the starch in, and hopefully they won't get too crispy, because last night they turned out like crisps, like French fry crisps. So leaving the starch in, again I'm going to spray them with oil. Right, and I have turned the air fryer down, so we have preheated to 180. Get them in, and we're going to keep cooking them at 180. So we'll check in 5 minutes and see what's going on. Okay, we're 5 minutes in. Let's see, they are starting to get crispy. Let's get some more oil on them. And let's go back in. Okay, that's 10 minutes in at 180, and that's more of what I wanted. So yeah, the potato's soft. We've got some crispy bits, but we've also got some potato bits as well. So that's 10 minutes at 180 degrees without washing, so all the starch in them. And there you have some kind of curly fries there. Lovely. Let's try these and see if they're any better. Hey, sticking with the potatoes, I am now redoing my hash browns. I have already prepared them. Got the mix in the bowl, and I'm going to shape them into patties while I'm preheating. I'm going to try and keep them quite thin. Hopefully they get crispy all the way through. Okay, so we're preheated at 200 degrees, and I'm just gonna, because they're quite wet, I'm just gonna lay some of these in. Don't know how many will fit in. Yeah, I think we'll do 4. Right, I'm going to put them in at 200 and we'll check them after 5 minutes. Okay, 5 minutes later, let's see how we're doing. They are getting crispy. I'm going to put them back in for a few minutes on that side. Okay, so 7 minutes. Yeah, they're looking good. Let's try and turn them over if we can. There we go. Now they are looking a little bit dry, so I'm just going to spray them just with a little bit of oil. Lovely. And And let's try 7 minutes on this side. Okay, so that's 7 minutes on this side with a little bit of oil. Oh, they look good. Let's get them out. And let's get the others in. Now I'm going to put some oil on these straight away. Ooh, get it around the right way. Wow, there you go. Crispy and soft in the middle. Okay, so that's 7 minutes on each side with a little bit of oil on each side. Oh, they look even better. So I'm just going to put them back in to warm up. Let's keep them warm while I do some eggs in my copper stone pan. And with this I like to just put a little bit of the butter fry light. That's more just for flavour. You don't actually need it to cook eggs in this pan, but come back in a minute when I plate up. Okay, eggs only take about a minute and a half to do in there. Right, let's get a couple of these out. There we go, I've already tried some, so I'll save the rest for later. And some eggs. And there is breakfast. Ready and waiting. Now let's get one of these open. Nice and crispy. There you go, they're nice and soft in the middle as well. Lovely.